just say, just give you a chance to say what Coach McCarthy meant to you.
Okay.
And, you know, what you're feeling right now.
Yeah. Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
Do you hear me, Randy? Just like, what do you feel like? What did he mean to you, and what are you feeling right now?
Man, tough day. Tough day for me. Being a former Aggie. I just remember, Coach McCarthy giving a kid from the West Side an opportunity to come to a great university, man, to put that university on the map, which we did my junior year. We ended up winning conference with some of my Chicago teammates, and being recruited by Neil McCarthy and Gar Foreman was special. He treated me and my family like family. He was a disciplinarian, but he also appreciated hard work and hard, playing and teamwork and stuff like that. So tough day for me, brother. Like I said, you never want to see have days like this, but hats off to Coach for the memories and opportunities he's given me.
You mentioned Gar, but like, what was the setup when they were recruiting you? Like, why did you come here?
I went to a lot of people don't know, I went to the University of Houston for my first 2 years of college, and I was expecting to play for Guy Lewis and never got that opportunity. So I did my recruiting trips all over, and after my sophomore season was over and got a chance to pick another school, and New Mexico State wasn't at the top of my list. When I started looking to transfer, and somehow they snuck in there with Gar Foreman and Neil McCarthy staying on me, and I just felt that it was a great choice. They treated me with the utmost respect, and I saw the picture of where this thing was going. Like I said, I visited campus in February. It was 85 degrees outside, and like I said, after visiting the campus and sitting with Coach McCarthy and his wife Vivian, it was an easy choice for me to choose New Mexico State for sure.
Something I liked about him was you hear about his success at schools like Weber State and New Mexico State.
Yep.
He wasn't some like quote unquote big time college coach, but he had success at that level.
He was really good. I thought he was really good at he can take 15 guys with 15 different egos and mold us into one. And I just remember back in the late 80s, early 90s, where he really liked junior college players because they were a little bit more polished, and he could coach them a little bit harder. And I know we had William Benjamin, who was a freshman at the time, and I just remember Coach. He was just a disciplinarian guy, man. We had some really tough practices. God, that matchup zone was perfect for myself and Reggie Jordan and Michael New and Benj. And it was a perfect situation for myself. I could have, went to a bigger university, but New Mexico State was obviously the right choice for me.
You've said a couple of times now just that he would one of his traits was a disciplinarian. Like,
yeah,
is there anything that you can point, like any stories from practice or games, and then like,
yeah,
what is that? How does that compare to current players?
But it's different. The players now are different, and they got to be coached different. Back in the 80s and 90s, a college coach was basically a father figure. He was that parent away from home, and he was able to coach us a little bit harder, and he was a stickler on tardiness. He was a stickler on being ready for practice and stuff like that. So, the players now, like I said, they're a little bit more talented and skilled than we were back in the 90s. But, back in the 80s and 90s, you were able to actually coach a guy. And I was able to build a bond with Coach McCarthy because, it was a lot of tough love, that's for sure. And he prepared me for something bigger, which was the NBA.
Was there anything in practice in particular that you could share, like that people might not know about that like maybe resonated with you or something like that?
Um, a lot of people don't know, and actually, my good friend Reggie Jordan actually brought up the story, and a couple of people knew it. I think Reggie Jordan and we were on a road. I think we were in Utah, and I think we missed curfew looking for some food or something. And Coach McCarthy found out. We thought we were, off the hook because we won the game, and we got back in Las Cruces at 1 a.m, and Coach McCarthy opened up the gym for Reggie Jordan and I to run suicides and laps, and I was like,
Oh,
"Is this real?"
yeah.
So he ran us, man, until we couldn't run anymore, and I just Reggie Jordan painted that picture and put it back on my head, and I had to go back and think that probably was the last time I've ever been late or tardy to a practice or game or anything. So
That's awesome.
yes.
So the post playing career, what was your relationship with Coach McCarthy?
I still kept in touch with Coach. Of course, it's difficult when I'm gone to the NBA, and I got an 82 game schedule and not even knowing what city I'm in with all the traveling. But we've with myself, Mike, Reggie Jordan, Mike knew a lot of Chicago kids. We opened the floodgates for Chicago kids to come into Mexico State, and of course I followed them. I followed them when they made the Sweet 16, and following year I thought they'd go a little bit further. But you know, every chance I got, I'm an Aggie at heart. I got a chance to watch their games because I knew Coach McCarthy was a great recruiter. And he continued to bring great talent around because he started something great. He started something good, and he wanted to keep that New Mexico State. He got them on a good level, and he wanted to keep them there with the players that he recruited.
So, you went on to a very obviously successful NBA career. Like,
Yes.
what did how would you say Coach McCarthy should be remembered? Because there was some like his career here was,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's polarizing is the right, because he is well revered. I think enough time has passed to where
Yeah.
people know what you guys did. But how would you say he should be remembered?
You know what? I think Coach should be remembered, man, for all the success the Aggies have had. In the late '80s and in the '90s, he's had a lot of success. Actually, the Big West was actually a pretty good conference back in the day. A lot of people don't remember we were in that conference with UNLV and in Long Beach and Santa Barbara. It was some pretty good talent in those conferences. So I hope Coach is going to remember by the success he's had in those years. Definitely should be remembered by the defensive presence he instilled in all of his teams. He often talked about we were going to win games ugly because we defended, and we had a bunch of guys. They claimed that we couldn't shoot and score, but we kept games close, and we eventually won them because we guarded. He trusted me at the top of his zone defense, and I think that's what got me. It got me thinking defense. It made me a better defender. And I, bottom of my heart, I have to thank him for that.
Yeah, when you came here, like how hard is it to turn a college player into someone who wants to play defense?
It's difficult because the times are difficult today. The kids are seeing what they see on TV with the NBA players. Most of the kids think that scoring is going to get them to the next level, and that's not always the case. And I found that out when I came to Mexico State that I was playing with some talented players, and what made me most effective was I was a really good defender. And like I said, it's tough today because guys want to score. They're seeing what these NBA players are doing on TV, and most kids think that's going to be their path to the NBA, and it's not always the truth. And I talk to kids today. I even tell them if you're a rebounder, do that. If you're a defender, defend. If you can shoot, shoot it. And not scoring is not always going to be the answer and the key to get to the next level.
What's been the reaction from any of your teammates that you could share, or friends or family or whatever that you could share?
It's been tough. It's been tough. Tough day for me. I gotta I got a call from one of my teammates, William Benjamin, who informed me what was going on with Coach. And it's always a tough day when you lose. Like I said, someone like Coach, and looking on social media, you kind of seeing, all of my teammates are talking about it and stuff like that. So it's going to be a tough day for our Aggies. Like I said, Coach is he's got a lot of followers that believe in his philosophy, and a lot of people are going to be thanking him throughout the days coming.
I just wanted to give you a chance to say anything else that you want to say, Randy, about Coach McCarthy.
Coach McCarthy and his wife Vivian, thank you guys for, like I said, back in the day, I was thinking of playing for the Big Ten and stuff like that, and I got a chance to meet. Of course, I knew Coach McCarthy, but when I met his wife Vivian, she kind of sealed the deal with taking me to dinner, and she made me feel like a family member. And coach is coach, but I didn't look at Coach McCarthy as a coach. I looked at him as a father figure who gave me the opportunity, man, to play at the next level. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank him and his family. I know it's going to be a tough day for them. But like I said, he's got a lot of people that looked up to him and appreciated the opportunity that he presented for myself.
Hey, man, I appreciate the time, Randy.
Absolutely.
Good to talk to you.
All right, man. Thank you, Jason. All right, brother.
Thanks, man.